Hi, hello everyone. Good afternoon. This session is my part to give you some sharing. And today's topic actually a review from last meeting with Tony. It's about Waldorf program. Okay, let's let me share the PowerPoint with a minute. Okay. Okay, first we need to know the founder of Waldorf Education or Waldorf program. Rudolf Steiner. His name is Rudolf Steiner. Rudolf Steiner was an Austrian scientist, philosopher, and artist. His interests were not only in education, but also in a wide range of fields such as medicine, agriculture, nutrition, social renewal, and the environment. One of his beliefs was that humanity needs to work organically in cooperation with nature, not against nature. So he believed in sense of individuality and personal freedom. So what is Waldorf School? Okay, Waldorf School is a unique and distinctive approach to education. Why it's unique? Standard education is known for providing a sound and practical basis for working with children. It make it makes children to find their creativity and to become free individuals who can think for themselves and make their own judgment and find their own purpose and direction in life. So it focuses on creativity, imagination, freedom, judgment, and purpose in life, and also the environment. Waldorf program also recognized the specific developmental stages of children. Later on, we will discuss it about the stages. Okay, and Waldorf program or Waldorf school follows the methods of anthroposophy. After this, we can discuss about anthroposophy. And Waldorf School educate the whole child, head, heart, and hands. Not only the cognitive, but also the emotion and the motoric. Okay, and it also create a genuine love of learning with each child. So the Waldorf School, it want to increase the love of learning, not only learning by force, but it want the child, it make the child to love the learning. And there, there is no electronic media because the program wants to increase the students' interest in the world. So the environment, the nature, not the electronic. Okay, anthroposophy is the key point in Waldorf education. Anthroposophy is a spiritual science wisdom or knowledge of man. It speaks to our basic artistic needs. So it it recognizes the human being as a being made up of body, soul, and spirit. So, like I said before, that the Waldorf education is not only focused on cognitive, but it also focus on the holistic, focus the holistic in the child, the body, the soul, and the spirit. Okay, there are some Waldorf educational principles. First is loving interest in and acceptance of each child. It means that the teacher should follow the child interest and accept who they are. The second one, opportunities for self-initiated play with simple play materials as the essential activity for young children. This is the young child's work and makes it possible for them to digest and understand their experiences. So from Waldorf education, uh, child should experience something. So not like in formal school, the child uh, read the textbook and digest it. Sometimes it cannot understand. They cannot understand it. So with Waldorf education, uh, it led the child to digest and to understand their experiences by themselves. It also enables students as fully as possible to make choices. This is how the child learn how to make a decision from a young age. The children also have the freedom to realize their individual path through life. Elementary use artistic elements in different forms. So even they learn mathematics, but they use nature materials to learn about mathematics. And they learn to understand and relate to the world. As they have opportunities for self-initiated play, it will enable students as fully as possible to make choices. They have freedom to make their own path by learning from their experiences. And awareness that young children learn through imitation, through the experience of diverse sensory impression and through movement. Later on, we will discuss how imitation or modeling will be used as the one of the teaching method. And their natural inclination is to actively explore their physical and social environment. The surrounding of offer limits structure and protection as well the possibility to take risks and meet challenges. So uh, even they playing in area and in nature area, they will learn a lot. They will know how to solve the problem by their experiences. A focus on real rather than virtual experiences to support the child in forming a healthy relationship to the world. The activities such as storytelling, music, drawing, painting, etc. Okay. Every activities that foster the healthy development of imagination and creativity. Okay. Oops. Meaningful practical work such as cooking, baking, gardening, handwork, and domestic activity that provide opportunities to develop unfolding human capacities. The emphasis is on the process of life rather than on learning outcomes. So the Waldorf education is focused on the process, focus on their experiences, not the learning outcome. Because every child has their own development. Okay, predictable rhythms through the day, week, and year that provide security and a sense of interrelationship and a wholeness of life. Seasonal and other festivals are celebrated according to the cultural and geographical surrounding. So, uh, there are some schedule in Waldorf education, also like a formal school, but the rhythm, the schedule is to provide, is to make the children feel the security and feel the enjoyment. And also they celebrate cultural event, seasonal event, festivals, etc. Okay, the purpose of Waldorf education, as you see here is to develop balance, coordination, rhythm, feeling, and spatial orientation. It can be developed by physical activities to make physical, art, and academical assignment complete depending on age. So in young age, there will be no academic assignment. It's only a playing. But even in playing, they learn something. The third one to depend the feelings like drama, drawing, story activities. So the purpose is in the emotion. To improve from simple concrete sorting to abstract thought. To inform about historical and cultural development of humanity and wonders of nature. To determine the children's interest. Nah, this point sulit ditemukan di sekolah formal. In Waldorf education, it focuses on the children's interests. To give moral and ethical rules, which includes mutual respect and cooperative helpfulness. And the last one, to prepare children to today's world and gain them knowledge and ability as to today's condition, which are based on time and environment. Okay, this is some distinctive features of Waldorf education. Academics are de-emphasized in the early years of schooling. As I said before, that in Waldorf education, the early years of schooling is only a playtime. No formal academic content, education as an art, there are no textbook, and the kindergarten class remains together to the eighth grade with the same teacher from grade 1 to grade 8. The main lesson in Waldorf school is the first 2 hours of the morning session when the class teacher is always with her group of children. No examination, no grades, but assessment is continuous and based on a wide variety intelligence, project, and portfolio. So it's more like uh, how they achieve something, how, not what is the outcome, but how they achieve the outcome. A detailed holistic evaluation of the child at the end of each school year. Okay, now we talk about the stages. Okay, from birth to age 7, the child in the first 7 year expresses himself or herself through a lot of energy and activities. Learning takes place by doing. The focus is on the bodily development. So, in Waldorf education, it is believed that educator must bring the kind of learning experiences, must bring the kind of learning experiences that will develop children's physical development. 0 to 7 years old children understand things that are concrete. Thus, in Waldorf education system, academic information is not taught to children. Steiner argues there is no need to give academic knowledge to children who are not at the pace of body movement, cognitive and imaginative skill growth. Steiner also says that giving academic information to children will direct their energy to wrong direction. Steiner also believed that children at this pace need models around them. So that's why modeling is the one of the teaching method. They need models to learn how to develop specific skills and achieve completing some tasks. Until 7, the child should know that his or her responsibility is playing. Okay, Waldorf kindergarten's activities is practically day life activities like such as baking bread, preparing the snack table, singing, drama activities, symbolic or social play, language, handwork, music, art, or movement activities. Okay, as I said before, teachers follow one class from grade 1 to 8, and Waldorf students have no textbook. They produce their own textbook. So uh, after they observe something in outside, they make a note, they make their own textbook. Teachers build up the subject matter as students build up their main lesson book. Okay, grades 1 to 3, it's more on folk and fairy tales, legends, number, basic mathematical process of addition, subtraction, nature stories, house of building, and gardening. So it's like a fun, yeah, learning by fun. Okay, middle grades 4 to 6, grade 4 to grade 6. They learn writing, reading, spelling, grammar, uh, geography, and review of the four mathematical process, fraction, percentages, and geometry. And upper, grade 7 to 8, creative writing, reading, spelling is more advanced, right? Uh, and they will explore the world. Okay, this is some picture that showed how they have the Waldorf education or Waldorf school have their own area to cook, or I don't know what is this, but it's something that they have their own area. Okay, okay, this is also I think this picture is show that this area is for drama activities, and this is the outcome. Okay, and now teachers and parent involvement. Uh, Teacher's role. Every child is independent. Yeah. Every child is independent. So the teacher help children to understand and appreciate their independences. Draw out the children's inherent capacities. So the teachers has a big role also in how they digest and understand their experiences. Teachers in Waldorf schooling is a thinker, artist, scientist, musician, also as a partner, nurturer, storyteller, and leader. Okay, parent involvement in Waldorf education is uh, like not like in formal school that you just drop your kids in school and you pick up after school. Not like that, but parent has also parent have also the part they should helping out with after school activities, helping out in the handwork, cleaning up the school also with the kids, yeah, preparing art supplies and etc. Okay, and atmosphere and materials in Waldorf program. So in Waldorf program, the atmosphere should be warm, joyful, and rich of colors. So the play area is also need to be large. Why it should be large? Because the children can free to explore their the area. Entering a Waldorf kindergarten, one would first notice the warm and joyful atmosphere. One would see many baskets with different natural materials and objects for play, and perhaps basket with wood pieces of all sizes, wood, piece, wood pieces of all shapes, shell, chestnut, wool, colored cloth, clay house, wooden stand, and anything else that can children use uh, to be creative. Okay, there will be play houses with furniture, dolls, dishes, kitchen, yeah, anything else that children might want to create. Everything invites them to enter the imaginative symbolic play. So you can provide anything that can support their imaginative symbolic play. In Waldorf education, play takes an important role that in play child makes friend with the world and begins to understand it. Therefore, play is a self-healing. Yeah, it is also a therapy as the child is not touched with the world, but at the same time with his or her own creativity potential with her own self. Through the play, through this, the child's motor sensory development is developed. Motor sensory, creativity, imaging, language development are key aspects of the Waldorf kindergarten. In Waldorf kindergarten, instead of using plastic and electronic materials, children use natural materials such as wooden block, wools, pine cones, and stones. Because natural materials make children improve their imaginative thinking and creativity. Okay, teaching methods. Teaching methods, there are singing, scheduling, modeling, questioning, recalling, and storytelling. Singing, according to the Steiner, the young child learned primarily through example and imitation, with an emphasis on the importance of movement, rhythm, fairy tales, and oral language. At the beginning of the day, after tidying up their materials in class, they have ring time. And in this time, they sing and they vocalize the lines in a rhythmic way. So uh, after this, I will show the schedule in Waldorf School, how they schedule when is the time to singing activity or playing activity. So children use singing when they start an activity and after the activity in order to show transition the next activity. So singing is like a way to make to increase the mood to make a good mood to move another activities. Teacher can use different music materials and children learn to fluid. Okay, storytelling. I think it's common storytelling in kindergarten, but in world of education, the storytelling can can be more artistic because they will use nature and how the teachers tell the story. It will like a model for the children how to tell the story to their peer. And teachers prefer telling rather than reading. So there is no uh, book of storytelling. So just the teacher just using his or her imagination to tell the story. And she or he tells story in an expressive voice, and children imitate their teacher, and they use storytelling to their friends. Okay. This is the scheduling. The main activities are the art. There are art activities and practical activities. There are also free play time, cleaning time, mealing time, and sleeping time. So this is like the example of daily plan. Yeah, there is sleep time and free play time. Okay, modeling. Infants and young children are entirely given over their physical surrounding. They absorb the world primarily through their senses and respond in the activity mode of knowing imitation. Okay, the ways the teacher communicate, the way the teacher solve the problem and relate to others, it's a powerful model. It's a powerful model for how children and others will behave. So the teacher should be uh, have a good attitude also to become a model for the children. Sorry. And questioning. Questioning is the teacher always asking student questions. It's like a Socratic dialogue between the teacher and students. It will help the children to process, to think creatively, to think out of the box, what something about some topic, about something, about the expression of or something else. And the recalling, it's always uh, it always repeat the in Waldorf education. The teacher will always repeat some the topic or the question or something that need to point out. And she or he also had them recall earlier learning which pertain to the lesson, often from units taught to the children prior lessons. So the teacher also intends the review to be a part of the ongoing story. So it will help the children to recall again what they learned before. Okay, and this is one of the Rudolf Steiner School. And okay, in Indonesia, I found some school that using Waldorf education as a curriculum. We'll share it. Okay, which one? Okay, okay, this one. This one is in Bali. They use Waldorf education. Okay, you can see it by yourself. And wait a minute. Oops, sorry. Okay, I will stop sharing. Okay, this is in, I forgot, this is in Bandung or Bogor. I forgot it. But this is how they use Waldorf education. They learn about serangga. They learn about they use physical activities also. Okay. 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 Okay, thanks. That's all. Thank you very much to hear my explanation about Waldorf program. See you on Zoom and we can discuss about Waldorf program. Thank you.